I bought y'all breakfast earlier this morning. So. And I'm laughing because I also bought breakfast for yesterday's audience, but I didn't even know I bought it. Somebody in the audience said yesterday, they said, thank you, which caught me off guard, and it caught my wallet by surprise. You said what?
You took care of everybody's breakfast because it was so cold outside. Yeah. She said you're welcome.
Don't mind buying breakfast for the audience, but damn, you gotta tell me I did it. Because I could tell when people was like, thank you so much, thank you. And one lady started looking like she was gonna cry. I said, what the heck did we feed? So, but I don't want the audience tomorrow coming in here going, where's the food? Because then next thing you know, that's when all the rumors start. They gonna be like, you know, Sherri gave steak and lobster. And I gotta watch how I feed the audience because, you know, the IRS is always watching you. And that's the last thing I need the IRS thinking is, ooh, Sherri got money to feed the whole audience. So I'm just gonna say this, due to the strict rules of Uncle Sam, if you didn't make it today or yesterday, you probably won't be getting no breakfast.
I want to talk to y'all about something that's going on out there. There's a problem.
Preach on, Brother Roy.
These new dryers is too quiet, Sherri.
Oh,
I went to dry my clothes, Sherri. I didn't even know that the washing the dryer was done because that dryer is too quiet, all that dryer. Don't beep at me, yell at me like the old dryers from the 1970s. You get a dryer from 1974, you know when them clothes is dry.
I want to say, don't let me walk, carry me. Please, all of these stairs. I want to say, you know when I get on that and you don't stand up for me, you know my feet hurt, my corns is hurting. My bunions is on the main line. The bunions. Y'all need to come and tell me how you feeling. Amen, amen.
I was on the airplane. Y'all been on the airplane? Everybody been on the airplane?
Everybody been on the airplane.
And a couple came up to me. They said, sir, we are sitting apart. Would you mind swapping seats with us? So we can sit together.
Ooh.
And I said, no.
That's right.
I said, no.
No.
I said, no.
I said, no.
I said, no. If your relationship cannot survive sitting apart for 2 hours on an airplane, you wasn't gonna make it. Your love ain't strong.
Your love ain't strong. Your daughter, Jasmine, is getting married to Eddie Murphy's son, Eric. Congratulations. Who's paying for this wedding? Is it you or Eddie?
Well, I gotta pay for it.
You guys, okay.
You know, Eddie said, no. He said, I'll pay for the last 6 weddings. You know, because Eddie got a lot of children, you know.
They got the toast that you got to do at the wedding. So who's, you know, both of y'all comics, who gonna open, who gonna close?
I might let Eddie do the toast. He's funnier.
So you telling me you're gonna be able to sit there and let Eddie get all the laughs and you're not gonna get him to do nothing?
I might be crying.
Okay. That's a lot.
You know, I just want to say, this is a special moment. And, you know, I might be like that.
And then the last question, can I come? You know, because they say usually if the parents are paying for a wedding, they can invite their friends even if they never met who's getting married.
Well, yeah, I will be telling my daughter Sherri Shepherd needs to be there.
Tell Jasmine I got a gravy bowl for her. I'm telling you.
Stretch the muds! Stretch the muds!
At our parties, we kind of reenact the scene from Ghost.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is you're gonna be Whoopi.
All right,
okay?
I'm Whoopi.
I'm gonna be Swayze.
Okay.
And if you could listen, little Unchained Melody is gonna start playing in the background.
Oh.
Nice. Take it easy. This is the love that we put into the mozzarella.
One thing to tell you. Are you ready?
Yeah, tell me.
Sherri, you in danger, girl.
Here we go, a little taste test.
Okay.
Come on. How far can you go? How far can you go? Come on. There it is.
Beautiful.
You go, girl.
Excellent. Is everybody ready?
Let's go. Let's go. Stretch the mutts. Stretch the mutts. Stretch the mutts. Stretch the mutts. Stretch the mutts.
There we go.
There we go, baby. Let's go.
All
right.
Upside down.
All right, Sherri, ready? Take it. Come on, stretch. Stretch. There we go. Beautiful.
There's just a glow about you.
Thank you.
I don't know if that's, you know, I said the new business, new drama, but I think it's the new man that you got in your life.
I think you might be right, honey.
Is that your new man? King? King is in the audience. I'm gonna wave to King. Live! Hey, King. Look at this. This is season 11
Yes.
of Married to Medicine. Congratulations, season
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a reunion soon, right?
Baby.
What is there something that we can expect from this?
A lot of things.
Ooh.
We were recently on a couples trip. You know, we do that every season.
Yes.
And this time, you know, I brought my man with me. You know, and everybody thought it was a great idea when my ex-husband and his new wife came on the
there,
trip.
yeah.
But the people were not ready for what I had in store. My ex-husband got in his feelings, became a little belligerent and irate, and King checked him on it. King is a man's man. Yeah. He's a man's man. He's a man's man.
Yes.
You didn't see his thirst trap. Wait a minute.
I didn't see. Oh, can we show a picture of King's thirst trap real quick?
I want to see
Look
that.
at right.
PG-13 is going on.
King, you here? Can you recreate that look? I hate this. Over the weekend, the entire country experienced a horrific tragedy. TikTok was shut down. Every single one of my nieces called me and said, Auntie Sherri, is there something you can do? What am I gonna do? I found out like the rest of them. I was busy trying to upload the dance I had learned. I finally wanted to show everybody that I had learned a Tamia dance. I finally had learned that dance. Chrissy Teigen said she had an epiphany. She said that maybe we need a social media curfew every night. I think it would be helpful, but it would be hard for people to adjust with the social media curfew. Because I don't know what I would do without my phone at 3 a.m. when I can't go to sleep. Because as soon as I go to sleep, I pick it up. I don't know where I would learn all the new dances, where I'm gonna find random health tips. I done ordered more magnesium glycinate, threonate, creatine, collagen, all kinds of stuff from Instagram. Just even at 3 a.m. That's how I learned about the Wicked Challenge. So you talk about young boys and girls being able to look at you and go, if O did it, and now you're a part of the Star Trek universe.
I do believe they were knocking and going, your fan base, all those people who adore you, we want them to come over to this world. And so what was so humbling was, from the moment you and I saw Avery Brooks to LeVar Burton, to Nichols being the first interracial kiss, and she played that character, there's this moment where you go, man, I really now am on the circuit, and I get to go to these Comic-Cons, and I get to bring home a bag, not of cash, but of fanship, I never would have thought that in my life of starting this career, I never would have seen myself in something like this, and so it's so humbling.
The Harlem Cultural Festival Foundation, they had a screening of the movie Claudine. And after the screening, I ran into one of the stars of the movie, the still fine Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. Woo! He walked up to me, and when I looked up, I was ready to give up the whole world for Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. And as soon as I saw him, I screamed like I was in high school. He said, hello, Sherri, and I went, ah! And there was an after party later. And let me tell y'all something. Here's how I know I'm not supposed to be out late anymore. Because it was about midnight, and I was sitting there, and somebody in the band came over, and he whispered, he said, Miss Sherri, you gotta wake up. He did. And I said, wait a minute, what? He said, everybody's watching you nod off. And I did not realize that I had fallen asleep with my chin on my chest. And you know when you're trying to go to sleep, but you try to look down so nobody is looking at you. But the problem, you be looking down and you fall asleep. You know, I had a lot of fun, but at this age, when it's time to go to sleep, it's time to go to sleep. Oh my God.
It's easier to kick them to the curb without lawyers involved.
I want to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I gotta ask you, how do you feel this season went?
I mean, there's a lot of drama. A lot of women have gone through, everybody's divorced.
Oh my goodness.
And I think I may have kicked it off, because I was first, now Kyle, now Dorit. I mean, and there's no one left.
So you were the divorce trailblazer?
I was. I'm afraid I started the whole thing.
I know that it's been tough because fans have been watching you go through a very tough, legal situation and divorce. Do you feel like you want to try marriage again sometime in the future?
I think I'd like to try having a great partnership. I don't know if being legally or contractually bound to another man is a good idea for me.
Yeah, well, you have to.
I believe in love. I would love to have someone great in my life, but I just don't know that I can do that again because it's a lot.
I know I kicked 2 of them to the curb. Right,
exactly.
That is.
And you know, it's easier to kick them to the curb without lawyers involved. It's less expensive, you know. But that's maybe I'm jaded, I don't know, but that's how
I think just as women of a certain age, we go through stuff and we just, at this age, we know what we want. And
Get out of my house.
Yeah, you know.
Please leave.
Do you know what my mantra is? My son about to get up in 30 minutes. You better be gone before you wake up. You better get on. I would break his bones. He don't even understand. GQ magazine just released its latest cover star for GQ Hype, Erin Pierre. I gotta give my sis Jennifer Hudson a little shout out, cause I can't stop going, Erin Pierre, that's Mufasa. You look, I'm sure it was a great article, but I'm looking at the picture. Like this picture right here. Do you see how casual it is, but he's giving a little sneak peek of the abs? I like my men a little mysterious. For me, I like to imagine, what's going on. I don't be typically going for the younger ones, but this one right here, this little one right there, I would break his bones. He don't even understand. He don't understand. If I got a hold of Erin P, I'll be like, who's your mama now, boy? When you say increase the income, what do you mean by that?
Well, I think everybody should look at themselves as an entrepreneur, even if you're not. So what I mean by that is that if you have a regular 9-to-5 job, we'll take something like a teacher, right? Most people look at a teacher as the only way they get paid is through a salary. Mm-hmm. But as a teacher, you're an expert in your field. So if you're a math teacher, you're an expert in math. So that allows you to actually tutor, obviously, but you can also be a consultant to school districts. You can write a book. Of course, in the summertime, camps. So these are all multiple streams of income that you can have, right? That can supplement your regular 9 to 3 in the school district. And then you take that money and you invest it, stock market, real estate, and then over the course of time, that's how you build wealth. Right.
To create that supplement. My friend Lunell, she did OnlyFans. That was her supplemental income.
Another one.
If you got pretty toes, is all I'm saying.
Queen of Soul, and we all know and love her. God rest her soul, Miss Aretha Franklin. She invited me to sing for her twice in 1 year. Oh. And the first time, we were in this small room here somewhere in New York, and really small, and there's a grand piano, and I'm here, and my amazing husband and partner, he's next to me playing guitar, and I'm playing piano, and she's about 5 feet behind me, she and Clive Davis. Ooh. So I'm playing, and I'm looking at the people in the room, and they're not paying me any attention. So I'm like, all right, good night, everybody. And she gets up, she walks over to me, she says, Avery, if you don't sing your hit, you're not getting your check. I said, how you want me to do it? How you want me to get it? Oh, God! And wait a minute, and then Sherri, guess what she did, y'all? What? She was a smart aleck. She said, your mama didn't name you Avery Sunshine, so she wrote my check to Denise White.
Okay.
And I deposited it in an ATM, and the ATM ate the
It
check.
ate the check up. Then what did
Y'all,
you do?
I sweated at the ATM. I was like, God, Lord, if you just get me out, Jesus, get me out. I had to call the number on the ATM and ask them, how do you retrieve a check? They got the check. Of course, I couldn't get it back, so I don't have a picture of it where she had written it. She wrote the check herself.
But you know what? The memory that you have told us will last a lifetime. This special is all about connection, which we need. But it's even about connection even at a sex party.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't go to it.
Yeah, so what happened? Who you hanging with?
Sometimes, listen, I know a lot of adults.
Just for the record, like, how did you get involved with the sex worker?
I did a podcast. And this is not, and I'm not even making this up. This is King Noir and his wife, Jet Set and Jasmine.
All right.
I interviewed them for The Daily Show on a segment about discrimination in the adult industry.
Right.
And we just started kicking it, and then one day they sent me an email, hey, if you ain't doing nothing. And then I replied, I am doing something. But you know, those are my folks, man. I got nothing but love for them.
I love it.
I'm not ready for that. I ain't even done a threesome yet. It's baby steps.
Is we okay?
You can't do a whole party. You got to hydrate. This is a lot.
This passenger had gotten to a rideshare, and he saw this ridiculously long list of strict rules. Who got time to read all of these rules? By the time you finish reading it, you done made it to your destination. One of his strict rules is do not eat or drink in my car. Now, this makes me feel bad because I am not getting rid of my food, okay? I do not play. Sometimes I'm hungry and it's an emergency and I gotta eat, but I always try to ask the rideshare driver, do you mind if I eat this food in your car? And most of the time they say it's okay, but if they say no, I go, well, I'm not gonna eat it. And I just, when he's looking the other way, if you want to put rules on us, then I got some rules for y'all drivers, because I'm always in them. I don't want it to smell like dirty diapers. Is it too much to ask? Is it too much to ask that you just use a little spray of air freshener before your passengers? Or even if you hung one of those little evergreen trees, okay, not 12 of them, just one. Wait a minute, here's another one. When I come to the car with the luggage, can you at least get out the car and help me put the luggage in the trunk? The one that I can't forget, y'all, here it go, John Murray. Ted was on the Still Here Hollywood podcast, and he said that he had to make the most of his opportunity to kiss the one and only Diane Carroll. But I can relate to Ted Lange because I'm gonna tell you something. I work as an actress, but anytime I get a chance to kiss somebody, it's gonna be long. When I tell you, Tony Goldwyn from Scandal was on The View, he kissed me, he sure did, and that kiss was scandalous. I did another show called Rosewood with Morris Chestnut on Rosewood. That kiss was so good, I passed out. I was like, what? And let me tell you how good an actress I am. I passed out with my mouth still open. Malcolm Jamal Warner was on my sitcom Sherri. We kissed and they said cut. I pretended like I didn't even hear him. I was like, what? My favorite kiss, the one that stayed with me the longest, the one that I can't forget, y'all, here it go, John Murray. What did we
That
kiss?
was at the after party for the Sherri sitcom, and you was like, thank you for being my friend, and you kissed me in the mouth.
I did.
Yeah.
I tell you, when I do them, I go for what I want. That's what.
We're gonna